Okay, so I'm recording this so I can post it to the team page here later. And you guys probably can't see me very well. It's dark in here, but um, so for all of us that attended convention, which doesn't look like anybody on the call so far, um, Natalie, no, not Natalie. What is her name? Tamara Holloway and Melissa Eichenhorst, who are very close friends, and they're both two of the top diamonds. They, if you haven't, seen their diamond documentaries, you should go check them out. They're really good. Their stories are amazing. Um, they, one of the reasons they became as successful as they are is because they were not afraid to go out and basically look for business builders. And I know that several of you want to be jewels in this company. I know I want to be a jewel. And I will tell you guys, one of the biggest mistakes I have made in my business is not going and intentionally looking for, well, I shouldn't say that. I'm always looking for business builders, right? Like I always hope that someone wants to be a business builder, but I have not done a good job leading with the business. One of the things that, they talked a lot about at convention is when you lead with the business, you always have the products to fall back on. But if you lead with the products and then they're not interested in the product, basically you have nothing else. Because then you can't turn around and say, they say they're not interested in the products, and then you say, well, what about the business? No, they're gonna be like, no, I'm not interested, period, right? And so that is that is what I'm challenging us to do. And one of the ways that I'm challenging us to do that is through this Success from Home magazine. So I have to admit that initially when they shared this strategy, the two of them at convention, I was like, oh, no, that's not gonna work. Like nobody's gonna be that interested in, that this magazine is not gonna move them. But let me tell y'all, the more people that I've talked to that have done this, and the more I actually go through and read the stories myself, I mean, this is, and Robin said it on her Tuesday tip this week. There is no better third party validation, honestly, because one, this is a major publication. This has nothing to do with Plexus, and it's obviously a really nice professional looking magazine. And someone who looks through this really would say, wow, Plexus really is legit. They're doing big things. People, these stories in here, these people's lives are changing, have changed. And so here's the challenge. So here's the what I'm proposing that each and every one of us, including me, that we do. So first of all, we want to make our chicken list. So, and when I say chicken list, I mean like the 5 people that you can think of that could, or you believe, because you just never know, right? But you believe would absolutely like blow this business up, and that would lock arms with you and would really want to, to do it big with Plexus. So think about those 5 people. Who are those 5 people? One of those people for me is, I don't know if you guys know Tony Evans. So he's the senior pastor at no, I'm not sending it to Tony Evans. Hold on. He's a senior pastor at Oak Cliff Bible Fellowship here in Dallas. And so mega church, very well known pastor. Well, his daughter-in-law is, I don't actually, it's funny because I don't know her personally, but we're connected through a lot of mutual friends, and we follow each other on Instagram and Facebook. And so I have actually talked to her about Plexus before. I've invited her to a 7-day challenge, but just based on her network alone, I think she could be great for this business. She's a stay-at-home mom. She's got a ton of kids, like 4 kids, something like that. And so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna really intentionally reach out to her. She's gonna be one of my 5. So the second thing you're gonna want to do is order your pack of 5 Success from Home magazines. They're only $19.99 for 5 of them. Okay. Um, oh yeah, she's a photographer, right, Elena?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I follow her too. Yeah, she would be awesome as well. Um, and so, like, here's the magazine. I'm kicking myself because they were 2 things. Um, they were giving these away at the right before the last session of convention, but no, because I can't get myself out of bed, and I can't make it nowhere early. I missed it. By the time I got down there, they were all gone. But I think that, like, individually, when you buy them on the newsstands, they're like $5.95. So, uh, 5 for $19.99 is not bad at all. So you're gonna want to do that. Order your pack of 5. You can actually find them in under marketing materials in the back office. Um, and then you're gonna want to individually, so you've already made your list of 5. For each magazine, you're gonna want to dog ear and tab the magazine, um, going through and thinking about things in the magazine that would appeal to that person. So if there's a story, Aaron something or other, Aaron Bush, her story was, she actually shared on behalf of the Diamonds at the convention, and her story is kind of typical. She was kind of down and out. Her health was poor. And, this opportunity absolutely, changed her life. So, and it's awesome because she actually, I think she said that she had been asking God to show her, something, like, give me something, give me a sign, because, this is not working. And then, like, 4 days later, somebody introduced her to Plexus and she signed up, and the rest is history. So, yeah, just go through, dog ear, tab the specific things within the magazine that you want them to read. And then write a personal letter. For all of you who hopped on Power Hour on this past Monday, Renee Smith, she's actually Robin's Level 1. She shared that she had already done this, and she reached out to a lady that had been on her chicken list and wrote her a very, like, heartfelt letter. And the lady reached out to her and said, wow, I'm literally in tears that you think so highly of me, and I really am going to give this some consideration. And so really, think about the people that you're reaching out to, and think about what appeals to them. Are they a mom that this opportunity really could change their life, because they just they may have a great job or a great career, but they have no time freedom. Think about those things, and in your letter, in your individualized, personalized letter to them, think about what you want to say in relation to that. If you have a stick of the Slim HC or a sample of Joyome to share in your package to them, I think that's probably a good idea. Not required, but sending a sample is always good. So here's the thing. So let me just finish. Let me finish this. So we want to get these ordered, preferably by this weekend, so that we can start sending these out by midweek. All right. Don't in the letter, make sure that you are putting in, like, the time frame that you're going to reach out, and the time frame needs to be no more than, like, a couple of days after them receiving it. Don't let it sit for. Don't let them spend too much time thinking about it. Right? Like, you want to get it mailed, give them kind of a time frame of when you want them to, read through the magazine or what have you, and then follow up. Set up a time to follow up, and it needs to be within just a few days. I would even venture to say a week is too long because study long, study wrong, right? Just don't give them too much time to think. And then I'm actually thinking about, because this is I'm backing this into a specific date, which is July 15th. I'm actually thinking about seeing if we can do like an opportunity call for just us for these people with Robin. I think, you guys have all heard Robin's story. It's super inspirational. I mean, she's living her best life, right? And I venture to say that a lot of us are too, but we're all working on top of Plexus, right? I would like to just Plexus and not work, or just work for Plexus, basically. And so, I think that does move people sometimes, like free Lexus, 6 figures, Hawaii, Robin, I think she would be okay with me sharing this, but, she got a $2,600 cash as part of the convention contest just for working her business and, leading this awesome team. And so she was able to get her closet redone, and with just a portion of that money, So, I mean, those are the things that people, I mean, you just in any given month, you just get $2,600. Like what, So those are the things that people need to hear, especially people who we think, would be good for this kind of business. I hesitate to say this, but it's true, and I even said it on the post yesterday that, or maybe not yesterday, sometime this week, that, money doesn't buy happiness, it doesn't buy peace, but it buys everything else. Hello. So, including a new closet, which I need. I need a new closet too. I don't need it, but I want it. Okay, I'm off task here. Okay, so then, so I'm depending on how many people we have. So if each one of us does this, which I'm really hoping we do, let's see, 6, 8. So that's 40 people potentially that we could get on a call, right, with Robin. So I'm gonna work on setting that up with her. So the goal is to do all of this by July 15th. And the reason for that is we want to try to get them actually working before the end of Leaders Retreat contest. Okay, so Robin sent out a she posted a graphic, which I will share with you guys here. Let me put it in our chat. I'm sure most of you have seen it, but I'm just going to put it in the chat so you guys can follow along. Okay. So the idea here is for the first 5 people by July 15th, within this group of 40, right, that sign up with a welcome pack and subscription, I am going to reimburse their membership fee. So $34.95 for 5 people. And so we don't want to stop there though, because again, we are reaching out to these people because we think that they would be great for the business and building a business. And so for Leaders Retreat contest, we automatically, or each of you automatically get 10 credits for signing them up with a welcome pack and a subscription. And so you can actually, this graphic is awesome because it shows how you can earn over 100 credits with just one person. And so, the next kind of thing that you'll want to do is, make sure that they're active in August. And then if they promote to silver, then you get 20 credits, and so on. Okay, so that's kind of where the incentive comes in for you guys. So for anyone that you sign up as kind of a part of this effort, and then you get them going, working their business, by I haven't really picked a date yet, but I'll let you guys know. By, like, say, beginning of August, whoever has earned the most credits off of one person, right? I will give $100 personally too. Okay. And then, there's also, I posted maybe during convention about all the goodies that I got in the convention store, just Plexus swag and things. So I'm also going to be giving away some of that stuff. So that's basically the challenge. Now, I'll say again that every single one of you who hopped on this morning, I am thrilled, first of all, because it's early and it's Saturday, and I know we all work and it's a lot, right? But it tells me that you guys want this, right? You guys either, maybe it's Leaders Retreat, or maybe it's, you're wanting to earn more, or maybe you really have a goal to get to be a jewel at some point very soon. And this is the way we have to do it, y'all. And like I was saying before, that is probably the biggest mistake I have made, is not intentionally leading with the business. And so that's something that I am absolutely committed to doing starting today, right? I have started to do some of those things here in the last month or so, but and I'm not saying that I've never led with the business. Kamisha on our team, that's kind of the story with her. She wasn't really that interested in the products, but I was like, you want to make some extra money? And she was like, talk to me, and, she's doing pretty well. And so I remember telling Robin, like, that's all I had to do was say, you want to make some extra money, and that's it, And so I think we really sell ourselves in this opportunity short by not doing that more, right? Or if not just more, but almost every time. So I'll stop there. What questions do y'all have about the challenge, about the magazine?
Where do we go to order it? Just any bookstore, or?
No, it's actually in the back office. So you can get 5 for $19.99. And it's under marketing materials in the shop section.
I must have missed that when you said it or faded out. Okay.
Okay, no worries. What other questions do y'all have? Jacqueline, we can hear your pump.
Are we using like special scripts, or just scripts that we've used in the past?
Sorry?
I said, are we using any special scripts, or just the ones that we've used in the past is fine?
You're not using a script. I want you guys to write heartfelt letters to each individual person, basically. So it's really going to depend on the person and what you feel like their motivation is. It could be money, it could be time freedom, it could be, somebody who is just, they don't really have a good community. This kind of community would really be life-changing for them. All of the above, it could be all of those things. And if for the 5 people that you're thinking of, they could be very similar. So you can kind of copy and paste the letter. But I guess I'm asking that you not use a script, just really, really, I want it to be heartfelt.
Okay, so just to make sure I'm understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Doing basically a letter either through messenger or email.
No.
We're handwriting a letter.
You could type it and sign it.
So if someone's on my chicken list and I haven't reached out to them about Plexus, like I'm gonna have to reach out to them and talk to them about it
Yes,
first.
yes. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, so you're reaching out to them on Messenger and you're saying, "Hey, this is kind of random, but I want to send you something. Can I have your address?" I wouldn't get into a whole lot of detail on Messenger, um, and just leave it at that. I mean, if they ask, obviously, you don't be like, "I'm sending you a bomb," nothing like that. But yeah, I mean, just give them as much information as they ask for. Because I mean, I'm sure you guys have noticed. Sometimes you ask for people's address and they're like, "Here, sure." I'm like, "Ooh, I could be crazy. I could be coming to your house to, anyway."
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What do you say to the person who could be like really good at the business, but they say, "Oh, that stuff is hard to sell." Like that's their
Mhm.
thing about network marketing. It's just really
Mhm.
hard to sell. Like, what would you say to them?
I would say that it's not it's not hard to sell. We're not selling anything. We're sharing. And I think the thing that I love about Plexus in particular is that everybody everybody needs what we're offering. Everybody needs a multivitamin. Everybody needs a probiotic, a good probiotic. It's really about education. So for me, for people that I know are sick or down and out or whatever, we literally have a testimony for everything, you know? And so um, it's not it's not a quick sell, but I venture to say that everybody knows somebody who needs something that we offer, Plexus,
Mhm.
one. And then two, um, it does take some people a while to come around and decide to, to get the products and or the business to try. And so it's really important that each one of us, that we are our own, that we have a testimony of our own. And that, I'll tell y'all, that is one of the things that really got my business off the ground initially, is that as much of a troll as I was, and as much as I did not want to put my business, like I posted on social media before Plexus, but there was something very vulnerable about like putting my pictures out
Yeah.
there and all of that, but that that was the thing that really got things going for me. And I think that this really is like, this magazine is, it kind of goes back to that, the core of, this is my heart, this is why I'm doing this, this is I'm trying to help people, that kind of thing. I think that's why this strategy with this magazine is working for people, because you're being really intentional and vulnerable, right? And so
Yeah.
I don't know if that answers your question, but
Yeah.
I think
Mhm.
the products are, I mean, I have a friend, and I'm gonna try to be careful because I think some of y'all know her, but she's the sweetest person ever, first of all. And she gets network marketing because she's done a couple of different, MLMs before, but right now she's selling like, they're not jamberry, but they're like nails that you just like put on your fingers or something. And I'm like, "Ma'am, what are you doing? Like, nobody needs that. What are you doing?" Stop, Jacqueline. And so I think she would be great at this business. She is and you know what? She might be on my list, actually. I'm be like, "Girl, you better throw all the nails in the trash and you need to do Plexus. Like, if you really want to make some money." And so, and think about those people too. I would not suggest that you go out and, look for people who are already doing network marketing. or they already have their like chosen MLM, because that could obviously come across the wrong way. But if they're like a good personal friend of yours, I say go for it. If you know that they would be good at this, and you know that what they're doing is like they're not making any money, like selling press-on nails. What is that? No. Then yeah, I mean, I say, add them to your chicken list, if you know that this would be life-changing for them.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a good question. What else? What other questions? Add her to the list. Yeah, for real. I think I think I will. She's gonna be like, and she orders for me too. She orders by her son apparently is addicted to the X Factor Kids, and so I think I might. Yeah. So that's 2 on my list. Thanks, Lacey. All right. y'all clear? Excuse me. Y'all clear on what we're doing? Okay. So time is of the essence, like I said. And so $19.99. If y'all will go into the back office this weekend and order your magazines, and get if you order them today, they should be to you by Monday, Tuesday. And then get your letter started, so you're not wasting any time doing that once the magazines actually come, and get them out. And again, the goal for me really after that, the next step is you're following up with them within a few days of you knowing that they've received it, and then we'll set up a opportunity call with Robin, and it'll just be for our team, so it'll be smaller, and really informal, and hopefully we'll get some awesome business builders from this. That is the goal. Are we sending examples too? Yeah, I suggested that. Yeah, so if you have a stick of Slim, or a Joyome sample or what have you to send along with your magazine and your letter, definitely do that. And any other literature too, if you have just anything else, your business cards, just really make the package nice and personalize it and all that good stuff. Okay. All right, cool. All right, I'm excited for this, y'all. Like I said, none of us, well, I shouldn't say that. It will be difficult for us to get to Emerald, if that's your individual goal, or even Ruby, Senior Ruby. I mean, for some of you, Ruby, Senior Ruby would be life-changing income, right? And so it'll be difficult to get there if we are not going out and finding business builders, right? And so it's we need those people who just want their products at wholesale, because they keep us afloat as well. But we need to duplicate. We have to get people who want this as much, if not more, than we do. All right. So thank y'all again for hopping on. I appreciate that. And hopefully you can get a little nap in. Tiffany, look at you, Tiffany. Girl, I am not about to deal with you.
No judging me
I'm
whatsoever.
not judging you, girl. I'm gonna send my kids to Houston and let them wake you up. You deal with them all day. No. Anyway, yeah, I appreciate y'all for hopping on, and y'all have a good weekend. Just real quick, actually, before we get off, I am headed out of town on Monday, and so I'm gonna be working hard this weekend to kind of wrap up my month, get some people signed up, and get these magazines ordered and all that. So I'll still be. We're just going to Mexico. So, I'll still be checking messages and stuff like that. So, I just wanted to let y'all know in case, message me and I don't message you back right away or something. I don't know. But I will try my best to stay connected. All right. Have a good weekend.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Bye.